It is the 12th. So hi everybody. So we've got to contend
October the 12th.
October the 12th. Got to contend a little bit with some sun. Sorry about that. The quality of this video is a bit rough, but hey, you're not coming here for our beautiful faces. You're coming here for the content, we hope.
For the knowledge.
For the knowledge.
Of the goat man.
Someone's asking about terminating an unwanted pregnancy, and Jennifer Alcatar asks, hi there, can you please certify, I'm not sure what that means, if the mixture of water and vinegar will equal to 1 cup?
What?
Look, I think here's the deal. If you're going to try to terminate a pregnancy because you've had 2 dogs that are hooked up and you're going to flush them out, go buy Summer's Eve douche from Walmart.
Yeah.
Easy. Easy peasy.
And water.
It's vinegar and water.
Vinegar
But
and
rather than me giving you what the mix is, I would think that the mix would be like, you know, a quart of vinegar to 1 part water. But I don't know. Just go buy,
Is she talking about where...
2 dogs got hooked up and you want to try and stop them.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So, okay.
I thought she meant older pregnancy.
Someone's asking how much are your stud fees. Go to our site. I don't want to, we've got lots of them. I don't want to really... Damn it. Oh my God, my wife's driving.
That's my Freightliner that I want right there.
Yeah, you almost
I was
owned it.
trying to hit it so I could get it.
I had a heart attack.
James needs to start driving his own vehicles. It's all I
So
gotta
someone's
say.
asking how much we charge for a stud, a particular stud. Look, there's so many of them. Go to our website and you'll get all the information there, including prices. And we're all about getting results. We give guarantees on all the stud service we do. But I don't really want to talk about that here. I need help. I have a BB mum and bred her with a BBDDEEAT boy. What kind of puppies would I expect? Okay, so a BB mum is a chocolate mum bred to a lilac. So a lilac also carries chocolate. You're going to get all chocolate puppies that carry blue and carry cream. Somebody's talking about Tammy dropping the gas tank on her foot and swearing.
Oh, that wasn't a gas tank. That was a propane tank.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, she said the SH word.
Ooh, man.
People have been laughing
I
about
probably
that.
said, no Friday. I think that's my favorite word is
Yeah.
no Friday.
Friday. Sarah Ann asks, can we talk the financial side of breeding for a moment? So many breeders preach don't get into breeding and that they lose financially every litter. Would you shine some light on it? I would really like some information on the reality of breeding or not. I have done a video on this, so I'm not going to spend too much time on this, but look, it is expensive to breed French Bulldogs. I mean, C-section costs can range anywhere from a few $100 to many thousands of dollars just for a C-section. If you're just doing this for shits and giggles, more power to you. But we don't. We do it because we really like the dogs and we think they're wonderful pets. But at the same time, we've got to cover our expenses and some. So people who say you can't make money, they're doing it wrong. Right, Tammy?
Yes, we've
Yeah,
done it
did it
for
wrong.
16 years.
Yeah, did it wrong. We wouldn't.
If
look,
we didn't love it, we wouldn't be doing it for 16
that's exactly.
years.
We wouldn't be doing it if we didn't love it. That's right. And that's
Well,
why
how can you keep from loving it? Their little old faces, you just want to kiss their little faces off, and then you're holding them up here and just patting their little butts, and they're just so cute, like little bare bottoms. It's precious.
So people who say there's no money in it, look, I mean, you bet you can lose money on having French Bulldogs. A bit, you know, why when somebody would keep on doing it, losing money, doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But I will get comments from people who say, oh, they're just in it for the money. We're not just in it for the money. That's why we do these videos to you guys. These videos are here to help people have nice puppies. And that's what this is. There's a large part of this is having great results, happy people, and really enjoying the whole process. But you can make money at it, but you've got to be careful that you do things the right way.
Yeah.
So some of these things... Yeah, there's lots of things that you can have control over. Things like C-section costs. You know, we always have C-sections. We don't natural whelp. You can natural whelp and try and save money. It's a mistake in our opinion. But there are things you can do to shop around to find out, for instance, who's got, is reliable vets who'll be available to you that aren't going to charge you $6,000 for a C-section.
Make sure they've done C-sections on bulldogs when you're searching for your veterinarian for C-sections.
Someone keeps on about that stuff. I'm going to leave that alone. Nothing. Oh, my dog, this is the one that we were talking about and then we got shut down because of the bumpy road. My dog didn't get pregnant. Why? That one, remember that one?
Oh,
We just have to talk about it.
Ooh, that tar on that road is something else.
Yeah. What's the temperature today? 81 degrees.
Yeah.
Been a
Yeah.
nice time of the
No,
year.
they were fixing repairing.
It's 98 degrees yesterday in Oklahoma. That's crazy. All right, so why did my dog not get pregnant? Well, so I think let's start by saying, why did my dog get pregnant? Let's start from that direction. So what does it take to get a dog pregnant? Because if you don't do these things, your dog doesn't get pregnant, right? So here are the things in order that you've got to do to have a chance of having a decent sized litter. Got to have a healthy dog. So that's the first thing. Your dog needs to be in good condition. So if your dog you've got worms, hasn't been vaccinated, all the things that you should do with your dog on a regular basis, you need to have those things done before you start this process of thinking about even having a litter. Because you don't vaccinate dogs after they've got pregnant, because it will abort the pregnancy. You don't want to go to your dog and your dog says, oh yeah, your dog's got stiff joints, let's give it a steroid, because that wipes out litters. This stuff you do ahead of time. So number one, healthy dog.
And you do worming before the female gets pregnant.
Well, we don't like to give any medications to a pregnant dog unless it's absolutely necessary. And there's something. Look,
even your flea medicine, you gotta be real careful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a good planning to get a healthy.
Done before.
There you go. Exactly. So that's the first thing, right? Get the dog.
Yeah.
So get the dog where the dog's a happy, healthy dog that we can get. We have a hope of getting the dog pregnant. Right? That's the first thing. So then the next thing is timing the C-section. This is probably the biggest thing that people trip up on. Timing the C-section. No, I'm sorry, timing the AI.
The AI. Okay,
we'll talk about
C-section later. Yeah.
Timing the AI. So you can't just keep. I mean, you can. Lots of people back in the day, before we had things like progesterone tests, they just put two dogs together and just let them get at it, right? Well, we don't ever do that. And we don't ever do that for a number of reasons. One is that French Bulldogs have a hard time coupling. That's one reason. There are sexually transmitted diseases that you don't want to have any part of. That's another reason. And the third one is that if you just keep letting your dog go at it, when the dog is ready to be bred, the timing is right, your Frenchie stud is probably depleted his semen count, and he probably won't do a very good job for you. So timing, get a vet involved or go buy test kits and get a progesterone test done and do a number of them so you can narrow in on the right time.
Or you can buy one of those machines.
We sell
breedersupply.com.
Yeah, we sell a progesterone machine. We should have bought this thing years ago.
Yeah. It's been great.
It's been fantastic.
Yeah.
So you can go to our site. They're not cheap. You can spend a better part of $3,000 for a machine, but $9 a test, get the results in 15 minutes, get accurate tests, and all it takes is one more Frenchie to pay for that machine. So I can tell you that we should have done this a long time ago. But all right, so timing the AI. That's the next thing. Then the next thing is the actual pregnancy itself. So keeping the dog happy and healthy and timing the C-section. If we're talking Frenchies, should have a C-section. Timing the C-section so that your pregnancy ends up.
Make sure you're feeding your female a little bit more.
Yeah. So
unless she's hugely pregnant, then you want to feed her several times during the day.
So what Tammy's talking about here is successful litter after you've had the pregnancy. So now we're talking about things that are due with. Well, I know, but now we're talking about a dog that is pregnant. Okay. One other thing I didn't say here is you've got to have a stud dog that can get the job done. Just because somebody's got a stud dog, he needs to be proven. He needs to have a good semen count. He needs to be tested for brucellosis. There's a number of things that can really muck this thing up. That if you talk to somebody who's got a stud dog, they need to have the right answers on this. If they don't, then guess what? You're the guinea pig. And we were the guinea pigs many years ago. We're not the guinea pigs anymore. So it's all again about getting connected with somebody who you just don't put two dogs together in a backyard. It's not like that can't work, because that's the way nature did it. It can work, but it's not the reliable way of having litters. And so the person who had this question about why have their pregnancies failed, they probably didn't get the timing right. They didn't have a quality dog that could get the job done. They never got to the next part we're going to talk about, which is the pregnancy. So once you've got a dog pregnant, then the next thing is to get those puppies to the point where they're healthy, happy puppies. And that's another whole part of the process, isn't it? I got a call today, somebody with some English bulldogs. Want to know why 3 of his 5 puppies had died. And I said, well, send me a picture. And I took literally one look at the picture, and I said, because you took the puppies early.
Anytime you have puppies born and there's no hair on their faces or
you should see this, Jamie. I mean, sleek faces, you know, and they died within, some of them died within a few hours. And yeah, just a sad...
3 days early, you're still going to have problems, you know.
Yeah,
so.
sad situation. So we keep harping about this, and I promise you, some of you who are listening to this will not pay attention to this, and you will lose puppies because of this, and it's a heartbreaking situation.
Let that female tell you when she's going to have her babies.
Yes, I mean, I've got videos on specifically this: temperature drop, behavior of the dog, reverse progesterone test, the number of days that from when she was AI'd.
Panting, nesting, staring off in the distance, temperature drop.
Yeah, they all play a part in getting the time right. But I promise you, if you're about to have a litter of puppies, and the doc has already said we're going to do the C-section at this particular date based off just off AI, you are about to step into a big pile of doo-doo. 10% of you will step onto a pile of doo-doo if you do that. That's a big number. 10% of you are going to screw up on this, and it's basically because you didn't pay attention to, and you listen to, unfortunately, a vet who's not very well informed. So I don't want to bash vets, because vets are great people. They're typically dedicated to what they do. They tend to be very knowledgeable, but they're not always knowledgeable about everything. And this is one thing that sometimes, if a vet says to you, we're going to schedule a C-section on this day, come in right now, especially if they say to you, we would like to do this on a Sunday, but look, I won't be here, we'll do it on a Friday, and they schedule it weeks ahead of time. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Make sure you have 2 or 3 vets lined up to make sure they're going to be there, and they'll be willing to be on call at night for you, early morning, whatever. But you can do the reverse progesterone test to see about when they're going to have them too. But you need to have backup on your veterinarians that are going to be around, not on vacation, not going to ball games, whatever.
Available if you get in trouble.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, right. So the next thing is, now you've got puppies. They've been born. We've got to the point we've got healthy, happy puppies. Now we've got to get those puppies to the point where they're 9-10 weeks old and they're ready for their new homes. And so there you've got some work ahead of you. So you've got to be prepared for that. You know, you don't know whether you might have a sick, weak, or fragile puppy in that litter. You just don't know. I mean, here you go, you've got a dog that's full of puppies, you have a C-section, there may be 1 or 2 puppies in there, they're very small. What are you going to do? So
that's where your traveling incubator.
There's where I headed with it. That's where you need. That's right. That's where you need to have, the puppy care kit that we sell, or get those things yourself. An incubator that we have that's a portable incubator, or get one yourself. You need to be set up so that you're prepared for the unexpected, because the unexpected will happen. The what if. And the what if always happens at 3 o'clock.
When you're not ready.
3 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon, where you can't go to a vet, nothing's available, just a simple thing like a feeding tube.
It happens.
A feeding tube is a fundamental piece of equipment that costs, if you buy it from us, I don't know what we've got it on our website for, a few bucks. But if you try to buy a feeding tube on a regular day, I bet you have to go to 6 vets before you can find one. And if it's on a weekend, you're not getting one.
No.
And if a puppy needs to be fed and it won't suckle, that puppy will not be alive Monday. And it's because you didn't do your job. And I hate to sound critical. Yes, I hate to sound critical, but it's such a basic piece of equipment. There's
such a waste. You disappointed the mama, the baby itself, yourself.
Look,
hurts.
we're not beyond this. It's not like we don't. One of the reasons you listen to these videos is because we've already stepped in the shit before, and we're trying to stop you from stepping in the shit we stepped in here years ago.
Quit swearing on there like I did.
Well, I mean, what we've done over the years is
do as I say.
Yeah.
Don't do as I do. Do as I say.
Well, we've made these mistakes.
Yes.
And then we don't want other people to make these mistakes. So it's all about learning from other people so that you don't step in the poo. Look, if you do step in poo, you wipe it off and you learn not to step in it again. But it's much better if you never step in the poo.
You always learn by mistakes.
Yeah,
sometimes they're very hurtful mistakes.
Oh, golly, when you lose puppies, I tell you that it doesn't matter how hard you are.
You need to talk about the little water baby puppy.
Oh yeah, this is a picture of somebody.
It was horrible. I've never seen one.
So somebody sent a
Shocked me.
picture of a puppy they just had born, and the whole puppy, it's a water baby. We've never had one personally.
No.
But the whole puppy is blowed up where it looks twice its normal size, like somebody's blowed it up with water, which is exactly
so
what's
sad.
happened. So what do you do in a situation like that? Well, the answer is you give it Lasix, and you have to give it Lasix right away. So, and I mean, if it's bad enough, you're not going to save the puppy, but that's a whole different topic.
Yeah.
We're kind of getting a bit long on this, so we that one question really consumed the whole thing. But this is about why did my dog not get pregnant? I think the more important part about this is what do you need to do to get your dog pregnant. So there we go. Wish the sun wasn't in our eyes. It's a terrible video, but heck, you can still hear us. Tammy looks cute.
Oh, yeah.
See, I can't block the sun from here too. Anyway, all right. Well, hey, as always, thanks for watching us nattering on, and we hope this is useful information.
Let me say something.
Yeah.
Remember, we're Central Time.
Oh, you're getting phone calls in the middle of the night? Yeah,
Emails,
I get them too.
the texting.
Yeah,
and phone calls.
that's something else.
Central Time.
People send us, me in particular, emails and texts, and sometimes they're really, really long, and I answer every single one of them. But if you send me an email that's going to take me 10 minutes to read, I'm probably not going to give you a good an answer if you made it really succinct and just tell me what you're after. And I mean, I hate to sound, it's like your life history, it's obviously important, but it's not relevant to the particular problem. So if you can make it short and sweet, you've got a much better chance of answering really quickly, because I answer those almost immediately. So, but again, hey, if you like what we're doing, subscribe to us. It really helps us when you subscribe, and keeps wanting to keep the channel going. I really don't have a white lower part to my face. I am an awkward. I got very white teeth today. They're not really very white. So anyway, see my grin. Anyway,
Okay.
right. So anyway, keep on looking after your dog. Just have fun with it. Bye, everybody.
MyBreederSupply.com.
Yes, hybrid is spoken.